All right, this is an important interview, and it's a health issue, and we're with two talented people as well as good Samaritans, enough to come out to talk about personal issues on cancer. Okay, and we've done hundreds and hundreds of shows on cancer, and Paul Slack is some people might call Dr. Strange now. I have cancer. All right, I have melanoma, but this is from 9/11. But they're going to talk about myeloma, which is different. The myeloma, multiple myeloma, as they term it, and it's March is a myeloma month for taking action. And we have two wonderful people here that are. We have the patient. Now, make sure Oya. Do I say that right? You
It's oh yeah, but you did good. You did good, but it's oh yeah, yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Out of
Yes.
Philadelphia, right?
Yes. Yes, I live in PA. Yes.
Okay. All right. That's good. And then we have an artist, Nicole. Is that right?
Jae Nichelle.
I'm sorry, Jae
Nichelle. Yes.
Nichelle. Nicolle. Is that Nichelle? Did I spell it
I think
wrong?
that's supposed to be an E in there. Yeah. So it is Nichelle.
We're going to get serious now. All righty. I apologize for the spelling and the
All good.
mispronunciation, even
It's
though
all good.
but I tell you, I
It
lost
is all.
my
You're
phone.
all good.
I lost my phone, so I usually have my phone in next to me to do the interview, but I think we found it off the Long Island Railroad. And so I've already been down there at Port of Penn Station, and it's not there yet, but supposedly the Samsung thing had it with a Google thing, and they said it was in Jamaica Station out there in Queens, and that it's now in Penn Station. But let's talk about what you're doing. So you were first discovered that you have myeloma. How did that happen?
Sure, Paul. So, multiple myeloma is a cancer of plasma cells in the bone marrow, and it's incurable. So in 2017, I was diagnosed the day after Christmas, which wasn't that great. But prior to that, I spent several years chasing what was wrong with me. I had experiencing all kinds of different symptoms. I've seen various different doctors, and nobody could figure out what was going on. And so it was an insurance company's doctors that found the abnormal protein, which led to my diagnosis of this disease. And it was just like that. After chasing it for 2 years, it was like less than 2 months, and I was diagnosed.
And so how did you feel during those 2 years? What was your symptoms?
My symptoms were mainly fatigue was the main one, but my symptoms were really all over the place, from, like I said, the fatigue to weakness to breathing issues, and it just was compounding to the point where that's what led me to calling up the insurance company, because I just really didn't think I was going to make it, because nobody could figure out what was wrong with me. So it was really a crazy situation. It was great to learn about I had the disease because I knew what we were fighting, but in the same breath, it was disappointing to understand what kind of cancer I had, and certainly the incurable portion of it.
I'm just going to ask you one question because I am confused about just one thing. You called the insurance company. Do you call the insurance company to ask them for a recommendation of a doctor? Or why would you call do you have a regular doctor that you go see on a annual basis or yearly during the year? If you don't mind me asking, I just
Yes.
want.
Oh, no problem. I clarified that. So no, the insurance was in relationship to my life insurance policy. And so when I thought no one could figure out what was going on, I thought, I was going to pass away, and I was just trying to create a stronger security for my children. So that's what that was referring to.
Okay, all right. You're a good man and a good dad, and you did the right thing by far in that regard. And
Thank you.
We're happy to see you here. Let's have a party with your kids.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here for sure. But the reason why I'm involved with the Multiple Myeloma Told True campaign, which was obviously a great partnership with Pfizer, is essentially I wanted to try to make a difference. And I was presented with this great opportunity, and the whole campaign is putting regular folks like myself that's living with myeloma, pairing with artists like Jae, to create this message that we are trying to bring across to the world. So that's how I got involved with the Told True campaign and dealing with Pfizer.
And there's a lot of information on that True.com website. I went through it. There's references. There's living examples. There's support groups. That is a wonderful, wonderful. If we had a doctor, I'd get really into myeloma because I don't really know a ton about it. But we could do that at a later time. So Jae, tell us how you're involved.
Yeah, no, I was super excited to find out about this campaign and be a part of it. When I first met Oya, I mean, he's obviously incredibly inspiring. His story is great and his voice, is powerful all on its own. So partnering with him to create a spoken word piece about his story was extremely easy. He uses such poetic language already. And when we spoke, he just told me how, afterwards he started really paying attention to the small moments in his life and, living moment to moment and appreciating the time that he got to spend with his children, working on his music, and doing things that he likes to do. So in the spoken word piece that I created, that became a refrain of the piece, just what moments of living look like. And to what he spoke about earlier, he also, told me about his struggle feeling seen and heard as a Black man and having his concerns taken seriously. And that was something I really resonated with. So that is also expressed in the piece and in his story if you get a chance to see it.
What your piece is what? What is the piece? It's video, it's text, it's what?
Yeah, it's a video. It is on the mmtoldtrue.com website. You can see Oya's story and you can see other stories of people living with multiple myeloma. We were paired up, so he shared his story with me, and then I created a spoken word piece about it. So you see in this video the whole journey that we took to unveil this piece to him and his family.
Oh, this is beautiful. This is great work. Well, I congratulate you both. I'm inviting you into Times Square on April 22nd. I have 5-hour live worldwide broadcast. We do something called Pause the World for Peace. We're talking about peace and living life in a nicer way here. It's in regard to Earth Day and climatic concerns and water. We're big on water. And, no water, there's no life. You can't even take a pill without water. And there's no hospital without water. And too much water is no good either. So as well as all the climate concerns and health and asthmas and all kinds of stuff. So April 20th, so we can talk later if you want. You can show that video. You're welcome to the stage. It's a 5-hour live worldwide broadcast on the Unify, has 130 million followers reach. We're talking about a big concert that I've been doing for 20 years for World Peace, International Day of Peace. All right. Well, you guys are magnificent. You're working with a great company with the First Line. They're good friends, and Pfizer just, my hat's off to it, but I'm bald, so I don't know if I want to take my hat off today. In any case, anything else you want to share with us?
No, Paul. Thank you so much for having us, and we'll take you up on that offer.
All right, you got it. April 22nd, Times Square. PauseTheWorldForPeace.org. All right, see you later. Congratulations to you both. The work is magnificent and very, very, very important. Thank you for coming out and talking about it.
Thanks for having us.
Great talking to you.
Okay, bye-bye.